Capricorn, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Capricorns, please. All right, so your energy, the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Your person, the Two of Pentacles. They're viewing you as the Queen of Cups in reverse. What you're not seeing is the Justice card, Libran energy. And we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. All right, Capricorn, it looks like you have really sweet romantic feelings for this person. But I feel like this person, I don't know if they have a decision in love or they're acting aloof or cold because they may be on the fence about this connection. And we see the Sun card, Leo energy. So you could have Leo in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Leo. I feel like this person makes you really happy and you're looking for growth and expansion. But I also think your vibration, Capricorn, is really, really high. I do think you really like this person. You have romantic feelings for them. I do think you're quite focused on them. And we see the Wheel of Fortune energy in reverse, Sagittarius, also the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius coming through. But there's something stopping you. There's something stopping you from moving forward, and I can see why. You're viewing them as the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. So you may be concerned that this person is a bit of a player, or this is someone who's very focused on the physical. I do think this person has a decision to make, or they do have other options, and you may either know that or intuitively you're picking up on that. But you're viewing the connection as Cancerian energy. You still want to move forward with this person. So I don't know if you've had a back and forth with them, Capricorn, or this is someone new and you just have your sights set on them. You do want to move forward here. They're showing up as the King of Cups, so it does feel like they could have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in their chart. They're a creative visionary. I do think that in a lot of ways they're manifesting you. I feel like this person is creative, artistic, loving, intuitive. All right, what else do we need to know? All right, perseverance, Capricorn. So you're no stranger to perseverance. I mean, you embody perseverance, but you've gotten through survival mode. Now it's time to live and blossom into more. The worst is behind you. So I do feel like a lot of my Capricorns, you've been through a lot. Okay, whether it's in this connection or it's just, in other connections or in life, and you're ready to blossom and grow into more, and it feels like you feel or sense that potential with this person. Spirit saying accept your blessings. I also feel like there could be a lot of options available to you, all right, but believe that the door of abundance is waiting for you. The clearer the goals, the quicker you'll get there. And we see karmic vibrations. Conquer your karmic relationships and allow them to teach you so that you don't repeat the same mistakes again. But Spirit is asking you, Capricorn, to take a really good hard look at this connection. And if you feel like you're really fixated or really focused on this person, I feel like Spirit saying, has this happened before? Does this feel like a repeating pattern? And is this really truly someone who's in alignment with you? We see that bad timing is coming through, so everything will come to you at the right time. Be patient, your time will come. All right, so be patient here, Capricorn. You're going to get the answers and the clarity that you need. This person, the Two of Pentacles, I do feel like they're not in a really sustainable energy. They might be spinning a lot of different plates. They might be just trying to keep their head above water. They could be working more than one job. They could be dealing with, you and other options. We see the Three of Cups. So some of you, you're dating this person and it's much more casual. For others of you, this is somebody who's around you, like a friend or a coworker, someone you see out and about. And the Six of Wands energy in reverse tells me they're not really giving you all the recognition that you deserve. I don't know if they're breadcrumbing you or they're ignoring you. There may be a third party or there may be another option available to them. And we see the Ten of Cups. Some of you, this is somebody, you may not know that this person is involved with somebody else or in another commitment. This is somebody that wants a relationship. So if they're not married, Capricorn, or they're not in another connection, I do feel like they have other options available to them, and that's why their focus isn't squarely entirely on you. Now, the Queen of Cups energy in reverse this person may feel like you're not that emotionally invested in this connection, even if you are. All right. Or they may feel like you're more emotional about the situation than they are. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, this person knows that you're patient, but they also see you as somebody who does things differently, like you're different than their other options. Excuse me, double eights coming through here. They see that there's abundance, but they also know there's something here that you're not seeing, which tells me, Capricorn, I feel like this person is hiding something from you. And the Knight of Cups in reverse. See, this person doesn't feel like you really want to invest in them, or if you knew what was going on, that you would be as interested as you are. Okay, a real heads up reading. This person is holding back, and they're holding back for a reason, Capricorn. All right, let's see what we need to know about this person. I'm wondering if they're married, or they're just, this person is looking for a relationship, but they're, dealing with a lot of different options, trying to see who's best for them. Which, there's no real problem in that if you're not dating this person, if you're not really in communication with this person, or if they've told you, if they've been upfront about that. This person is a creative visionary. I did get that with the King of Cups. They have a capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. I get a real free-spirited energy from this person. All right, and we see an addict, so helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. But I am getting a little bit of a heads up message here, Capricorn, because, with this karmic vibrations energy is like conquer your karmic vibrations, relationships, and allow them to teach you so that you don't repeat the same mistakes again. And this person may be showing you something along those lines, helping you recognize and confront addictive. And on my channel, addiction can sometimes be karmic energy, karmic behavior. So if you feel like, Capricorn, you're chasing this person and you have a history of doing that, Spirit's giving you a little heads up. Watch out for that. There's nothing wrong with going after what you want. And Capricorn energy is decisive. I mean, Capricorn energy, you do go after what you want. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's make sure it's a healthy dynamic, right? And I kind of feel like this person, I don't know. I'm not completely loving their energy. Some of you, they might recently have been through a breakup, so they might be a little bit on the rebound, or they want to be single, or they're dealing with other options. Let's see how they're really viewing you. They see you as the mystic archetype, that you revel in the intimate union with the divine, and they see you as pure, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So they see you as a really good person. But I kind of feel, I'm not going to say they're not a really good person, but I do kind of think that there's like a difference in, I feel like you need to question whether or not this is in alignment with your morals and your values, right? Because I feel like you're not quite seeing that just yet. Now, with the Justice card in reverse, some of you, this person has recently been through a breakup or a separation, but I feel like we're going to get the answer as to why they kind of breadcrumb, or why you might feel like they kind of ignore you here, or why they're a bit aloof. All right, we see the Knight of Wands in reverse. See, I think this is somebody that doesn't want a relationship just yet. This might be somebody who's a bit of a player, or this is somebody who's recently out of a connection and they're not ready for anything serious. Five of Wands. Yep, this person, I feel like, has a flair for the drama or for conflict. I do think they have other options around them. And Three of Pentacles in reverse, Capricorn. This person may not be on the same page. I do think that there's third-party interference here. And I feel like a lot of you, you're not really quite aware of that. I think there is something that's holding you back and showing you that it's off, like they're not giving you their all. And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, this is a heads up that there's some sort of codependency here, or this may not be a really healthy dynamic. So you're not meant to give everything. But I do feel like you really want this person, Capricorn. So Temperance energy in reverse, make sure that you're seeing the big picture. This person may be giving you the cold shoulder because they haven't let go of something. I am kind of getting more along the lines like this person isn't fully healed from a connection. And the Seven of Wands energy in reverse, this might be why you're feeling like you're being pushed away because they're getting attention from other people. And the Nine of Cups, this person is emotionally drained, but I also think we've got someone here, Capricorn, who's around for a good time, but not a long time. And I feel there's much more that you need to know about this person. I do think you really want this, but I feel like something's off. And I think you probably feel like something here is off as well. So let me just get a little bit more information about this person before we move on, because I'm going to see if you have any other options available to you, because I do feel like the warning in this reading, Capricorn, is like, you know, red flag, this may be a karmic situation, one that you've probably already dealt with or felt before. Yeah, running into third-party energy, solving an issue, and pacify. Be careful, because with this solving an issue and pacify, like I kind of get this storyline of like you might have seen them out with someone or seen pictures of them with someone that made it look like either they're not single or they're dating someone else. And I kind of feel like they may have told you what you wanted to hear just to avoid conflict here or to like keep you around. But I'm not trusting this energy, Capricorn. I'm really not, okay? So I feel like this is a real heads up here. I do feel like you want this. I feel like this is something you don't want to give up on. But I also feel like your energy may be better spent elsewhere, to be honest. And most likely when that happens, this person's going to come rushing towards you. But let's see, what else do we need to know here? Yeah. All right, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgic, make new memories. I do kind of feel like if you were to pull your energy back, they would miss the attention that you give them. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. I do get that there's something deceptive in this person's energy. And we see palm trees, stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. I do think this is somebody that does want a long-term relationship, but I think they're either not ready or they're still unhealed from something else. And I feel like this is the energy you're attracted to, right? Because it's like, I feel like in some ways they do give off this energy of stability and wanting that. But I do think there's something deceptive here. And so Spirit's saying, be clear that you make sure that you're getting what you need out of the connection. But it may be time to move on or give yourself closure from this situation. That's what I'm getting. Capricorn, be very careful here with this connection, because I feel like there's a reason. Like I feel like Spirit's helping you avoid disaster, although I think you're really, really into this person or maybe even smitten by them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at anybody else coming towards you, if there's any other options available to my Capricorns, because I don't think this person is healed, or I don't think they're ready for a relationship, or they're being completely honest with you. So Spirit's saying there is somebody around you who's deeply committed to your connection. They're strong. They can be counted on to have your back. I mean, that's very different than the energy I'm picking up on here with this other person. We see this person could be a Leo, this new person, ruled by fire. They're positive, they're passionate, they're playful. They like attention. Strength and resilience is their hallmark. They could be creative. So they potentially enjoy art, working with their hands, music, putting their ideas to work for them. And you know, it's interesting. I said this person is already around you. I really should have said another person coming towards you, but it does look like this could be somebody else around you, Capricorn, that you may not be seeing because you're focused on this other energy. But regardless, this creative Leo energy is someone who, you know, maybe a friendship that is evolving or it evolves over time. They have strong earth in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so you're going to really connect, because it's also someone here that really wants stability and security. Capricorn, this is the energy that you should focus on. Also, I think the Aquarius reading, if you're a Capricorn, Aquarius cusper, you may want to check out the Aquarius reading, because it was also very similar. And I did that, you know, yesterday. But they also had a choice in love, like it was a shift in focus reading. So this new person, your paths will cross after you make some sort of final decision, and it might be about this confusing energy that we came to the reading for. This is somebody, again, double confirmation, this is somebody who makes something valuable with their hands, this creative energy. They could have an unusual hair feature. Oftentimes it's like a different hair texture or different ethnicity. And this person may have dreams about you, or you may experience deja vu with this person. Okay, and your paths will cross when a holiday is in season, but it can also be like a birthday or it can be a celebration. Capricorn, this is the energy that Spirit really wants you to focus on at this point in time. You may also want to check out the singles new love readings that I do on the weekends, either this past weekend or just keep your eyes peeled for the one coming up this weekend. All right, let's see. What else do we need to know here? Yeah, this is going to be unexpected. See, it's not who you're focused on. Opposites attract. Give this person a chance. And again, I think it's going to be a little bit of like a hard stop here, because I do think that you're very fixated or very interested in this other energy. But Spirit's saying there's something else around you or coming around you. Give it a chance. This is someone you're going to have honest communication with, whereas I don't feel like this other person is completely honest with you. And Spirit's saying follow the path of ascension, guided steps to great love here. I think with this Leo, the strong earth, Leo, defender, creative energy, that's your person. That's where your focus should be. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.